Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a tribute to Khristina Sorge. It's Secret Not Secret Kit Club, creative cuts, redefined creative, and for this SNS Advent Calendar day. On the 9th of every month we highlight something that we've gained from Khristina. The main thing we've gained is friendship and amazing advice and just an amazing sense of artistic. What do I want to say? Creativity, I guess, and in her selection of products and in her innovative ways to use them. So today I'm focusing on something that I got in my Advent calendar. I want to say it was day 3, and it was this heart cut file. It was a circle of hearts. I'm only going to use part of it, and the other part of that day's gift were 3 Project Life cards, which, as Khristina pointed out in her video, is one of her favorite ways to back especially small cut files. So I looked at these colors and I said, okay, a fairly dull pink, a brown, it's a nice wood grain actually, and a green grid paper. Not exactly in my wheelhouse, not exactly something I might pick for myself. And so I started to discard these and choose something else. And then I thought, let's work with it. So I've cut 2 hearts out of the green, 1 heart out of the pink, 1 out of the brown. I left 3 of the hearts open so that this, I think this is 7 Gypsies paper. It's brown with a black polka dot that's outlined in a lime green, and we've got the lime green smudges on it. You can kind of see this mixed media type look. I'm going to push all this up as a reminder that I need to get it all on camera. Everything on my table is in a horrible mess because I've made a couple other videos earlier today, and I've kind of left the stuff there. We're trying to get ready to celebrate my birthday. I won't be around with the family on my birthday, the 12th. Be headed to the hospital to prep for a surgical procedure that's on the 13th. And so we're celebrating today, and Ava wants to put up the tree and make cookies and make a big do. So right now, I'm taking advantage of the fact that James is at a workout training session with Barrett, and no one's looking to me for anything. One thing that I am going to do, which I can't believe this because I love crisp white and things that go with crisp white. I'm actually going to ink these hearts because I've got enough brown in here that I think it'll kind of blend in. Those are kind of muted colors there. So I just did a little bit. And now the thing I'm really going to, I have this die cut that was actually a test cut on some white typing paper of this skate, and the version that I usually use on Christmas cards, I go to all kinds of lengths to make the skates themselves silver, and I make that heel black, and I tie, I put little dots, little metal bits there, bling there, and then tie twine around it. But in this case, it's going to be the an embellishment on the page, and it's going to get covered up. It's going to be the foundation for a cluster. Okay, and I'm also I'm not going to matte this photo. No particular reason. I might have looked for some a pink that goes with that, or a green that goes with that. I actually happen to know that I do not have anything such thing in my stash. So I pulled a collection, this Merry Days collection, that has that pink. It's a little bit stronger. It has that kind of pink. And I actually have some snowflakes from my Fox box that are that color pink. I'm going to actually make my white snowflake dirty. This is something I die cut for a couple years ago, and I'm going to kind of lay that down. Let me put, anyway, to further do this, I found this page from which I fussy cut a few elements, and we'll see how those go. I'm gonna decorate those hearts, I think. And I have a few pink things, some kind of other colors, just miscellaneous bits, and we'll see how far we get trying to put those in. Let me get that off to the side. I haven't. I normally would have put foam on the back of this, and I haven't done that yet. So let's get that done. And I'll get it glued on, and we'll see how those hearts go. This is a photo of my sister and Allie, Katie, and Barrett. I think it's 2007. Barrett was 3. This was the Christmas when Patrice came down, or up to Georgia. We were still living in Houston at the time. When Patrice came with us, we picked her up in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I'm going to do this. Do I want to do that? There's foam on the back of that one, so I may let that one go and I'll let this one overlap. Okay, so let me put a tiny bit of liquid glue on here, and then there we go. That works. Okay. And this, I have in mind, will kind of overlap here. I'll have it, the bend of it, follow the bend of the photo. So let me get back to that foam. I have a bucket of foam here. Let me pull a piece from my bucket and see if that works. I know that this is the part that's gonna get flat on the page. So let me do that. And the reason this makes any sense at all is that one of my Christmas gifts to the kids was tickets to see the Nutcracker ballet at the Atlanta Ballet at the Fox Theater in Atlanta. Very kind of traditional thing to do. I'm not going to put those in there just yet. Let me do some of the larger elements, then we'll go. I liked this anyway. We went to see the ballet, and we saw the Nutcracker, and they were not ice skating, but they were dancing, and it was kind of icy outside. So let's kind of go with me here and work with me here and pretend that this makes any sense at all. I'm going to stick an enamel dot or not an enamel dot, but a pop dot under this, because I could see it kind of trying to curl around the foam on that. These are little shaker pockets that came with that Merry Days collection, and they're really cute. Okay, now we're ready to add in some of these other things. I like this little wreath, maybe kind of attached there to the, I have foam underneath all of the solid hearts, which was a tip that Christina gave us in the video about that. Let me I'm gonna maybe do that like that. And that's not very much weight, so that's not really weighing it down. Let's see, I've got this little snowman that can kind of look like he's coming up from the heart. It's not going to overlap the heart, but kind of overlap the pink part, and his little arm will overlap. And I put the adhesive there so and I kind of curl his hat up so there's a little bit of dimension and interest there. Another thing I have is this little evergreen bough. I could do it right in here, or even right here. Let me get this glued down. One can assume, you're going to have to assume right along with me, that there was enough under there to make that sticky. Let me just kind of, do I want to put this here kind of sticking out? Yeah, I like that. It doesn't show up a lot, but that's okay. And I've got a pink cup of hot chocolate, and I thought that would be kind of cute right here, bridging. Do I want to do that? I don't want to put it on its side, and the heart is upside down here. Let me do it up here, and then I've got some other things I can do down there. So let me try that. I don't want to overlap it too much. Okay, we got three cutouts there. I can do one of my, let's see, I think I have a backing on here. I do, and it looks better with the backing off. I'm going to do a trio of these. I'm thinking I took backing off one side but left it on the other, and I apologize. I didn't intend to take up any of your time pulling off backing, but it really does need to come off. Here. And what do I have? Of course, I have it here too. Sometimes I get these with backing just on one side, and sometimes it's on both sides. This time was the latter. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. I thought maybe a little wooden snowflake might be cute down here. I don't think I want to use this bell, but we can try it. Yeah, that's kind of cute actually. And I may do this here. Okay, let's go with the bell. Why not? I love these little laser cut chipboard. It's very, very thin, and it does break if it's mishandled. And these kind of the box actually fell apart that they came in. And so I'm trying to use as many as possible this year, because if I put them away and store them, there's always a chance that it might not survive. I'm going to cut this. This is music, and since we were going to the ballet, I'm going to add that to this little cluster here. I'm kind of trying to prove to myself that the non-traditional colors, and by that I mean non-traditional for me. Do I want these? I've kind of got my stuff up there. Do I want these? Maybe here on this. I could do it on the between the empty one and the green one. So I will put the brown over here, overlapping the green, and I'll have the green overlapping the empty area with the pink in the middle. Let me see if I can get that down. Okay, I kind of like that. I have a couple other pink items. They're sliding under here, so I think they're losing. This is one, and it's kind of the wrong color pink. This kind of swirling mint might have been cute there, but I didn't use it there, so I think it loses. This is absolutely the wrong color. It goes with that collection, but for the more rustic sections of that, let me maybe put this here, and I'm going to put a large foam dot underneath it. And I have in my Bramble Fox bag that those snowflakes came in, I have some dots, and I have one pink one, and I thought that might be nice right there. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, and it's kind of the right color pink. It's the right intensity of pink. Because that really is kind of a pale pink in those Project Life cards. Pocket cards, I guess we're supposed to call them. Okay, and now I'm going to try to pick a title. I'd like to go with a Bramble Fox title. I've got Magical Moments, which could kind of go right up there. I've got the word sparkle, which I would probably use down here, and leave that off. Believe, that would go nicely either place. And the one that is the perfect title is this word gather, which just is the wrong color. Okay, so let's go back. Sparkle seems to be winning. There's Magical. I could use Magical by itself. Magical, and then have Moments down here. Yeah, I actually like that. Okay, so here we go. We have we've not gotten together, all of us together for Christmas, because my sister doesn't travel well. She lives in Louisiana, and this particular Christmas was certainly wonderful, but it proved to us that there are some challenges. So I will put that there. So I'm hoping one of these days we can all travel to her, or we could maybe bring her here in the summertime where there's more to do. The kids are older now, so that they were really, let's say, it was trying for her. She's used to a certain routine in her group home, and she was having to deal with 3 and 5-year-olds. And that was actually the Christmas that we found out that Ava was on the way. One of our gifts was a card containing the ultrasound photo of Ava, the first photo of Ava. Okay, this is going to be it. I will do some journaling on here. I have proven that Khristina cannot throw me any colors that I can't figure out a way to use. So thank you, Khristina, for everything you do, and especially for pushing me out of my comfort zone. So, bye. Happy Khristina Day.